Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about creating an IoT network using Cisco Packet Tracer. But in this video I'm going to give you a brief introduction about how we can add smart devices in our IoT network. So first of all, you can see I'm in a Cisco Packet Tracer environment. I'm in the logical view. If you come down, you can see over here networking devices and end devices. So for now, I'm going to work in networking devices. In the networking devices, I am going to work with the wireless router. So I'm going to pick this wireless router WRT300N, and then I will add some devices in my network. So for an example, I'm going to add a wireless tablet. And you can see my wireless tablet got connected with the wireless router. Why my tablet got connected to the wireless router? It's because the settings match. So if I come to my wireless router, I go to its config mode. First of all, I will change its display name. Then I'm coming in its wireless settings. In the wireless settings, I'm changing the SSID of the network. This is the name that your Wi-Fi network advertise. So I'm going to set it up as a demo. I'm also going to set up a WPA2 passphrase. So whenever any device try to connect to my wireless router, it has to provide a passphrase. So I'm going to give a passphrase, and that will be demo. Okay, because it need to be at least 8 characters long, so I just type demo, and now you will see my tablet got disconnected. So I have to configure my tablet so it connect to my wireless router. Now I'm coming in its config tab. In the config tab, I will work in the wireless settings and I will change the SSID. So right now my tablet is connected to a wireless router which has an SSID of default. But as you know, we have changed the SSID of the wireless router to demo. So I'm going to update it. But it will not connect it because I need to provide a passphrase as well. So let's add the passphrase, which was demo. And now the tablet should connect back to the wireless router. Okay, that's a basic connection between a wireless device and a wireless router. Now let's add some smart things in our network. And for now, what I will do, I will come in the home. In the home, you can see I have got so many smart things already provided to us by the Cisco Packet Tracer. So let's pick few of them, like I can pick a fan and I can pick a lamp. For now that's enough, and then later we will try to learn how we can add other smart devices and then we can change their status automatically. Now the first question is why I'm adding these smart things in my wireless network. Because I want to control them using my tablet or using my smartphone. So that's why I'm going to connect my lamp and my fan with the wireless router. So let's first connect them with the wireless router. I will come. Tabs are added. So I'm interested in the IO config tab, and from here I will select the network adapter that I want to add. So for now I want to add to my light. When I click on it, I can see all its settings. So I will come in the config tag. So far you must have noticed that I'm working basically in the config tab. First of all, let's change the device name to lamp, and it does not have any wireless NIC. So first I need to add a wireless NIC, so I will come in the advanced button. Can you see over here at the bottom I've got an advanced button. So if I click on it, new, add a wireless adapter, so I will pick wireless. And if I come back to config, you can see now under the interface I got wireless. So come to wireless and you can see because it is a fan. Then come right now the SSID is home gateway. But in this topology we are not using a home gateway, we are using a normal wireless router. So I have to update it, and I will update it to demo, and I will add a passphrase. Okay, and now my lamp should connect with the wireless router. Fan, same steps. First click on the advanced tab, then go to IO config, network adapter. I will select wireless. Now wireless NIC is added. Now I will come to config tab. I will change the device name and I will set it to fan, to wireless, change the SSID. I will try to talk about this in this video or maybe in the next video depending on the time. So let's first give the SSID, which is demo, and the passphrase, which is, sorry, I have to select WPA2 passphrase, which is demo. So I'm selecting WPA2 passphrase. Okay. And now it should also connect with the wireless router. Now both of my fan and lamp are connected to the wireless router. And because they are connected to my network now, I should be able to send and receive messages to these smart things. For example, I can turn them on or I can turn them off. But how I can connect to them? For that, I need to go to the tablet, connect to an IoT registration server. But so far in this topology, we don't have an IoT registration server. If you come to your wireless settings, network devices, wireless. Over here you will find home gateway. If you remember in the smart things, by default the SSID was home gateway. Now this home gateway is basically a wireless router which comes with a built-in IoT registration server. And if I use this, the connectivity of my smart things with the wireless router become very easy because they will automatically register to a home gateway as well. But for now, I'm not using in the topology, so I have to find out another way. So I'm going to delete it, select it, and delete. So I will click on end devices and a server. Make sure you are only selecting the server, not the next one, which is a Cisco Meraki server. Okay, I'm adding my server over here, and you can actually drag it anywhere, wherever you feel it's nice to place it. So I've got my server. Now I need to connect it to my wireless router, and the best way is to connect it using a cable. You can connect it using a wireless NIC, but I feel it's better that I use a cable. So the cable that I selected is basically my straight through cable. So if you see when I bring a cursor over here, it says straight copper straight through. Select the cable, one end of the cable, fast Ethernet, and the other end of the cable. Okay, it will take a bit of while and then we will notice that all the lights will turn green. It means we are connected to the wireless router. Meanwhile, I will come to my server. On the server, you can see we have got different tabs, but the tab I'm right now interested is in my services tab. So by default, if you notice, HTTP service is on your server. I want to on IoT service on it, and you can see I've got an IoT option over here. So just simply click on it and your IoT service will turn on. So now there's an IoT server available in the network. So what is the IP address of this IoT server? So if I wireless, you click on config, fast Ethernet 0. I can see over here IP configurations are set to static. Any device can get an IP address in two ways, statically or dynamically. Static mean I am assigning it the IP address. Dynamic mean it is getting IP address through the DHCP server. So let's select DHCP server and you can see your device got an IP address. But the question is, where is the DHCP server in this network? In this topology that we are working right now, the DHCP server is running on your wireless router. So if you click on your wireless router, you go in its GUI, graphical user interface, you can see a DHCP server is enabled on it and it is assigning IP addresses starting from this range. Now it's not easy for us to remember an IP address, so it would be nice if I can give a domain name to this IP address. For that, what I will do on the same server, in this topology, on the same server, I'm turning on another service which is called DNS, Domain Name System. This service basically map an IP address to a domain name, or I should say a domain name into an IP address. So that's what I want to do over here. So I will give the IP address which was 192.168.0.104 if I'm not wrong. Let me just reconfirm. Yes, 104. So this is the IP address and I want that this IP address should be known by the domain name of IoT. This domain name iotserver.com will be mapped with the IP address which is given over here. And let's turn this service on. Done. We have set up an IoT server, we have set up a DNS entry, and we have turned it on. Now I will come to my smart things. My lamp, and I will go to its settings. In the config tab, in the settings. In the settings, if you come down, you can see it says IoT server. By default, it's selected to be none. Home gateway is the wireless router, and as you know, we are not using in this topology, so I'm not selecting this option. I will select a remote server. Now server address, okay. username and password. Now what is this username and password? Okay, so we need to set it up on the server and we haven't set it. So what I will do is I will come to my tablet, I will go to the web browser, I will give the address iotserver.com. Go. Hostname unresolved. Why hostname is unresolved? If I bring my cursor on the tablet, if you can notice the DNS server is not set. So my tablet does not know that there is a DNS server in this network. So let inform this tablet. I will come to my wireless router in its graphical user interface. You can see is in this topology my IoT server as well as my DNS server. But for now, I am interested only in giving the IP address of my DNS server. So I'm giving the IP address of my DNS server. And if you come down, I have to save the settings. So what I did in the DHCP server, I'm giving the IP address of the server where I set up my DNS entry. And then I'm saving the settings. Once you have done that, you will come to your tablet, config, wireless, make its IP settings static, and DHCP. So now your tablet is again getting an IP address from the DHCP server, and this will allow it to get the information 0.104. Now when I come to tablet, desktop, browser, give the address, and here you go. You are connected to your IoT server. Now over here I have to sign up because I don't have any username and password. So I am setting my username as demo and password as demo. Let me just retype it to make sure it's correct and create. Now you can see I have set up a username and password, and now I'm connected to my IoT server. Okay, now when I come to my lamp, config, settings, I have given the server address. Setup is connected to IoT server. Let's make sure, is it really connected? I'm getting back to my tablet and you can see over here the lamp is shown as connected. I'm closing it so I can show you again for the fan. So I'm going to the fan, config, IoT server. What's the name of the IoT server? IoT server.com. The good thing is I don't have to remember the IP address. I can give the domain name, username, demo, password, demo, and connect. Refresh mean I'm connected. Come to your tablet, web browser, give the server name, connected to my lamp, I'm connected to my fan. Now using my tablet, I can control my devices. So anywhere inside your home using your tablet, you can control your fan and you can control your lamp. Let's turn on the fan on a high So you can see the fan has been turned on remotely. I'm saying remotely because I'm doing it using another device, which is a tablet, over the network.